Hello Scorpio, welcome to my channel. This is Victoria at Radiant Moon Tarot, and this is your weekly reading for September 13th through 19th, 2021. If you're new to my channel, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back, and I'm truly grateful for each and every one of you. Just a reminder, this is a general reading. Not everything will resonate with all of you. Take what does and leave the rest behind. So if you enjoy the readings that I post, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well, and the notification bell. That way you always know whenever I update my readings. So let's see what we've got for you guys. And we have the Penguin. All right, now I'm trying to remember who else got the Penguin. Someone did. It was a number of readings ago, so I don't quite remember who that was. But anyways, so Penguin energy, wonderful. And let me just pull your next card. Messages, please, for Scorpio. Thank you very much. And we have the Lady of the Gift. Ah, excellent. Okay, so the Penguin energy. This is all about being authentic. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face a storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations and just be yourself. Sometimes we find ourselves in situations where we need to be something that we aren't quite. Maybe it's just a little bit of an oppressive environment and we just can't be ourselves. It may be something to do with a family, right? Sometimes we are not, family units, our family dynamics are very interesting. Sometimes we have somebody in there that we need to kind of act a little bit differently when we're around them. We can't quite be our unique, interesting selves. So if you are finding yourself in that position, sometimes we just need to kind of deal with it a little bit. But if you're in like a workplace or something like that, or even in a friendship circle, maybe there's something that you need to change in that regard. All right, but the Penguin energy is very lovely, very positive, right? And penguins, they do take care of each other. Penguins actually mate for life, right? So really very positive energy there. And with the Lady and the Gift, now she comes to you as an ally. Generosity, receiving. Okay, the withholding would be if she's in the reverse, which she's not. So this is a reminder, an invitation, if you will, to be mindful of judgments on other people, be mindful of your thoughts, and be willing to put yourself out there as much as you're willing to get back. It actually kind of, there's a longer message in the book, if I recall correctly. This kind of relates to tithing. Like if you're familiar with some traditional religious traditions, right? When you go to church, you know, the tithe or the donation that you put in the box, right, is usually like, I think as high as like 10% of your salary or something like that, or whatever it happens to be. And so this isn't an invitation necessarily to give your money away, although if you're in a position to do that, then you might want to take that under consideration. But this can also be about giving of your energy, your time, yourself, right? And it's that reminder that what you put out comes back to you as well. So be willing to give as much as you are willing to receive. It's not ever one-sided, right? Energy is never one-sided. That's how we stay in the flow. But again, it also invites you to be aware of judgments that you may place on others as well. So let's pull your tarot. It's a very interesting card to get on a weekly reading. Okay, well, here we go. We have the Devil card. That would not go back in the deck, and that was actually balanced on top of my hand. So got the Devil card. There we go. And what else do we have? The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Two of Swords. And we have the Hermit. Advice from Spirit. The Chariot. And the King of Wands is blessings headed your way. Okay, so we start off with the Devil. Now, the Devil energy does not necessarily have to be a negative one. All right, it is Capricorn energy. We also have Virgo coming out with the Hermit. We are still in Virgo season. Chariot is Cancerian energy. So when we have the Devil card, this is first and foremost a reminder for us to have a look at ourselves, specifically our shadow selves. So some of you may be embarking on a journey this week of self-discovery, self-improvement. And we did just have the new moon in Virgo, and a lot of people are looking at themselves in a different way and making some positive change in their life, letting go of attachment, letting go of negative patterns and behaviors. This can also be not only parts of you, but also your external environment as well. Trying to break free out of any toxic environments, maybe a workplace, setting yourself free from relationships that have maybe had you feeling stuck in one place, or that aren't supportive, or yes, that have turned a little bit toxic or negative. Our patterns, right? Obsession, addictions, those kind of things are really highlighted with the Devil card. This can also sometimes have us really focused on material things, things that don't necessarily matter. So the invitation is here with that Devil card to keep a healthy perspective in all areas of our life, right? There's something here that maybe has you chained in some way, and there is an opportunity here to release yourself from that a little bit. And at the very least, keep a healthy perspective and maybe even put some boundaries. All right. And if you think of, you know, everything good, I mean, the Devil is too bad that it's actually called the Devil, but that's okay. Because the Devil energy is all about temptation, right? And things that on the surface look really good, but they tend to have a shadow side, right? They tend to have kind of a negative side to them. And if you think of something as seemingly innocent as food, food is wonderful. We need food to live, right? Food's not negative in and of itself, but food to the excess can cause us harm. So it's things like that that you might be taking a really close look at in the week ahead. We've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this could have to do with someone's spending habits. This can have to do with your outlook on money. This could have to do with your career, someone that you deal with in your workplace. Could have to do with a parent, maybe a family member. Because the Queen of Pentacles normally in the upright is one of confidence, abundance, is also one of stability, but also one of nurturing and taking care of those around you. So in the reverse, it could be that, you know, at least to start out the week, it could be that you're not feeling entirely 100% confident in something to do with home, family, maybe even your money or your job. All right. Maybe you're feeling as though you're on shaky ground or something. Maybe you're feeling as though the company is really not that stable. Okay. You could also be looking for another job. Okay. A new, you know, something to improve your finances. And with the Devil card, you might actually be obsessing over this a little bit. So there may be a need to kind of take a little bit of a step back. All right. And maybe even try something a little bit different. It could also be something, okay, because the Queen of Pentacles typically takes care of those around and also home, okay. It could be that you're dealing with a work environment where your work-home life balance is completely out of whack, right? Maybe you've got this job where you've got a toxic boss who is a complete and utter workaholic, and they expect you to be exactly the same, and they don't know their boundaries. And it's like 8 o'clock at night. Why in the world are you expected to check your email? So there's a need, whatever the situation is for you, there's a need to restore a balance, take a step back, look at things from a different perspective, okay? Find some way to release from those chains, all right? And, you know, sometimes that's a little bit scary because especially if you're dealing with a boss who may not necessarily be, it's not necessarily that they're a bad person or a bad boss or anything like that, but sometimes they get tunnel vision, right? Their one and only thing, maybe all they have going for them is in their life is their job, Okay. Or maybe they own the business or something like that. And they just, that's all they think about. They live it, they breathe it. Right. And it's not that it's necessarily anything negative, but sometimes they can't see the forest through the trees. They can't see the fact that you're an employee and they pay you to be there for 8 hours a day. They don't pay you to answer your phone at 8 o'clock at night. And if they want you to answer your phone and emails at 8 o'clock at night, maybe they need to pay you more. Okay, so there might be some decisions that you need to make, okay, or some conversations that you need to have, because we do have the Two of Swords coming up here as well, which is trusting your intuition, which is making some decisions, maybe even being at a crossroads in some area of your life, very possibly to do with your home, your relationships, your balance, yourself. Okay, whatever that happens to be for you, you're making some very important decisions at the moment. You're trusting your intuition. You may even be putting the blinders on a little bit, because you might be the Two of Swords. Typically we see a person sitting in a chair, right, with a blindfold on, and the blindfold can actually mean a number of different things. First, it can be the fact that you actually don't need any outside influence, and you only need to trust yourself and your intuition to make the right choice for you. It can sometimes represent as well that we're fending off something, okay, with those two crossed swords. It's like, no, you shall not pass. And that maybe in some way we're putting on the blinders a little bit, okay, because it's like, there's something I need to do. I know I need to do it, but I don't want to. I don't want to. What happens if I ignore it? All right. So, but when we do have that Two of Swords, there is that need to make a decision in some way, maybe see things in the light of the day, right? Take the blinders off maybe. And sometimes we can see our way forward when we do that, because sometimes we're in a negative situation, whether that's within ourselves or externally, but we've put those blinders on because sometimes it's easier to ignore something than it is to address it. So the Two of Swords is making an appearance for a reason, as is the Hermit. Mr. Herman the Octopus here, all right, is inviting you to go within. Now, some of you may have just been doing a lot of soul searching, possibly ever since the new moon. It just might be that feeling that you've got about you that, again, with the Two of Swords, the devil energy there, it's that energy of trying to figure out your solutions, what's important to you. It's that soul searching energy. It's also a solitary energy as well. And it's about going within and trying to figure out what's important to you. What do you value? Where do you see yourself? What are your goals? All of these things. Okay. It could also, it can also be, because the Hermit is a solitary energy. It can also be that you are cutting yourself off from situations that are no longer serving you, that have become toxic. And you know, you're making a decision here with the Two of Swords, and you know that your answer is to go it alone. That your answer is to completely break free, use these two swords to cut these chains, something that isn't necessarily going your way and may not be healthy for you. And you come up to that deep inner knowing and make that decision that going it solo is actually going to be the best way for you. So you might really be making some detachments from something there. All right. But the Hermit brings you answers, okay? Brings you that guidance that comes from within that allows you to make positive decisions and choices going forward. All right. It can also be that you're feeling alone in a situation as well. If you need advice, there may be someone in your family unit. Your family doesn't have to be blood family. Your family can be family by choice as well, right? Someone certainly in your circle of trust, if you will, okay? Because this can also be a workplace situation that is not necessarily the healthiest environment. And you might be feeling as though in this Hermit energy, you might be feeling as though you've got no support, right? Because that Hermit can have you feeling isolated in some way. But while in isolation, in that Hermit energy, okay, you find the answers that you're looking for. You find the clarity that you're looking for. You find that inner wisdom, and you find the guiding light that you need to make the decisions that you need to make. Your advice from Spirit. The Chariot. Remember how powerful you are. Okay, I think that's an ox. I might be wrong. Okay, I'm probably wrong. All right. But the Chariot energy is that Cancerian energy. And it is that one where you are on the right path. And Spirit wants you to know that. This is your advice card. The way to move forward is by sheer will and determination. And this allows you to believe in yourself, make powerful decisions, make sure that once you know what you want, you keep this chariot going forward by your determination, your willpower. You overcome your obstacles and your challenges, and you end up in an energy of success. So believe in yourself first and foremost. All right. And no matter what obstacles stand in your way, you can move past them. You can overcome them. Whatever changes you need to make, you can do so and be very good at it, be very successful at it. You have to persevere, and you have to still think positive, right? Positive power of thinking kind of thing, right? This keeps that chariot moving forward. So be strong like the ox. I hope that's an ox. It might not be. But anyway, strong and powerful, and I certainly wouldn't want to butt heads with it, okay? Not with those horns. So believe in yourself that you can move forward. Destiny. You have the power to move forward on your destined path. You know where you belong with that Hermit energy. I mean, for a weekly reading, look at your powerful, you've got the Devil energy, you've got the Chariot, you've got the Hermit. It feels some of, you know, with the Two of Swords there, it feels some of you are making some major life decisions this week, because this is a deep, heavy reading for a weekly reading. Believe in yourself, though. You can overcome whatever it is that you're dealing with. All right? You might need to ask for help. Or you might need to just bounce some ideas off of somebody as well. Blessings headed your way, the King of Wands. Excuse me. Could possibly be an advice card. Because the King of Wands is typically somebody who is a leader. Someone who is bold and someone who is very inspiring. Someone who follows their goals and knows that they can achieve what they set out to achieve. So this could be somebody who you know that may give you a little bit of perspective, or might be able to shed light on something that you might be struggling with, and someone that has your best interests at heart, and someone who can really help you make some decisions. They might have some really good advice. They're not going to make the decisions for you, okay? But they might have some really good advice that sets you back on the right path, or that helps you make a difficult decision, okay? But as far as blessings headed your way, this can also be Spirit bringing you the power that you need, the energy that you need, the inspiration, if you will, that you need to move forward, to make bold decisions, to be brave in the face of adversity. And the King of Wands is the grab the bull by the horns kind of energy, okay? And that's what Spirit is sending you, whether that's a person or whether that's some energy within you. Grab the bull by the horns. It's a little furry to be a bull, but hey, you never know. All right, it's got horns, okay? So grab the bull by the horns. So whether you need to seek out advice and assistance, or whether you have Spirits reminding you and sending you that energy, that oomph that you need to get going, to get started, to wrap something up, to make change, whatever that happens to be for you. Very powerful energy coming in there. All right, and we're all dealing with these first two cards. So the power lies within you. I'm going to leave that there. But I'm going to close out your reading with a couple of Whispering Woods cards. You know, I'm going to grab these two. Okay. I'm going to get you two of these, but I'm going to get you two Angel Wishes cards. I don't know why I'm drawn to that one all of a sudden, but I am. All right, thank you. I'm going to get you one more of these. Whoa, thank you. So, just grab these while I got them out. Last messages, please, for Scorpio. Get two of those. There we go. Okay. So here we go. We have learn. Take a lesson from the owls, deeply observe the night, and you will become a little wiser in the day. Now that's interesting because the Devil card here is all in black, but the Hermit card is also in the dark as well, as is that Two of Swords. Interesting. Observation may be the key, but there's that Hermit energy of going within though. And then we have trust. The robin trusts her wings, not the branch she sits on. Trust in yourself, not your environment around you. Trust in yourself. You don't like it, you can change it. You need to detach from something, get her done. All right. You're powerful. You're pretty determined there, Scorpio. I don't know if anyone's going to really hold you back or keep you stuck in one spot for very long. You've got some pretty good, bold energy when you need to. We have angel wishes here. So we've got your loved ones are guiding you from above. Interesting. We do have loved ones coming in with the penguin. The signs you are receiving are messages from your angels. And last but not least, your angels will only give you the challenges that you are capable of handling. So there you go. I'm going to leave that there for you, Scorpio. I hope there was something in this reading that helped you, that resonated with you in some way. If there was, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you have a great week. Okay, and I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.